Hey, this is Josiah from StriderTrees.com, and I'm up here in Northern California during fire season, so I want to talk about some of the things that are the common fire hazards around the home. So if you come with me, we'll go look at a few things on this property. So first off, you want to remove all fuels away from the house. This siding is made of wood, it'll burn. So we want to start by taking leaf litter, any brush, any debris, any weeds that are growing up, and pull that back away from the house. So in addition to clearing away fuels from around the house, it's also important to be aware of the yard and the property itself. So in Nevada County, we have laws regarding defensible space. The rule around here is that you must clear all ladder fuels from your property within 100 feet from structures or until a neighboring property line. So what I want to talk about next is ladder fuels and how to address those. Right now, I stand about 100 feet away from this client's house. So most wildfires in residential areas start with leaf litter or with a discarded cigarette from the road. So preventing wildfires begins with clearing the ground. All within a 100-foot radius of their house, the weeds should be weed-eated. A lot of this vine cover, while it is green and does not burn readily, often it hides dead brush and dead material underneath it. So you want to ideally prevent vines from growing, in addition to the fact that it tends to choke out trees. Now, the next step is clearing up any trees that you have left of dead branches from the ground up to 10 to 15 feet of dead branches, all cleared. Even live branches like this little cedar tree here should be cut up. I think the minimum is 6 feet. So this tree is only 15 feet tall, but ideally these branches should be trimmed up above 6 feet off the ground. The purpose is to allow, if a small underbrush fire went through, hopefully you could avoid having that fire jump into the canopy of small trees, small shrubs, small brushes, where the flames could get larger and reach into the canopy of full-size trees, and eventually that canopy fire becomes a whole different beast, and those can sweep through a whole neighborhood very quickly. So that transition of the fire from the underbrush all the way up into the canopy is why they call it ladder fuels. All the fuel from down low all the way to the top, and that ability for the flames to climb, it's like climbing a ladder. Now, in this property, if we look over here, we've got some downed trees where PG&E came and did some work. These are fuels. Now, these heavy, thick fuels actually don't burn as easily as the light, fluffy stuff like the leaf litter and the small weeds. And so it's important to also remove these from the property wherever possible. So this homeowner has done a fairly good job keeping the area around the propane tank free of fuels. Ideally, the majority of the property within 100 feet of the house should look something like this in its level of being clear of fuels. The last item I want to address are large trees in close proximity to the house with branches overhanging. Those should be removed.